I ate a little bit of an edible and put a laxative up my ass about 2 hours ago, and now I'm...
Who's ready to get shitty?
Safi, can you go downstairs and tell Daddy to help me fold the laundry, please?
Lazy bitch. Bitch.
Maybe you should kiss my ass, dog.
The falseness we live in as women is believing that we have high emotional intelligence.
Keep going, don't stop.
And setting the record straight, women have no emotional intelligence. The reason that as women we want to believe we have emotional intelligence is because we are emotional. Because we are emotional, as women, we want to think we have high emotional intelligence. But the truth is the fact that we are highly emotional is actually the biggest indicator that we have very low emotional intelligence, because being emotional is having no control over our emotional state, which is low emotional intelligence. High emotional intelligence is the ability to be pragmatic, to see things realistically, and to make choices and respond to life not from an emotional place. It's the ability to be in control of our emotional state and operate in life from that place.
Don't forget to share this with a friend, because we bringing you nothing but the facts.
Have you seen the food was good in Mexican?
Yo tengo que cagar.
Yo tengo que
Cagar.
cargar.
Cagar.
Cargar. Thank you. Yo tengo que cargar.
Tú tienes que
Cargar. Yo tengo que cargar.
Damn, one time when I was a kid, they told me that mi hoto meant that I was hungry, so I was saying mi hoto, and I think that means I'm gay. What the fuck? They do this shit to people for fun. That shit was funny.
Do you care about a guy's social media profile?
It depends.
In what way?
Okay, let's give a hypothetical scenario.
Okay.
A guy approaches you on the street and his profile is like fish pics, selfies, really not well done, doesn't represent himself properly.
I feel like that's pretty common.
Yeah.
Do you think that's attractive?
No. Honestly, him with like friends and people like actually doing things with, you know, people he likes to be around. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, 100%. Authenticity, friendships.
Yeah, being more authentic, I think, makes a difference.
So we create a community in which you help guys develop that part of their lives, help them build a good brand, represent themselves properly, as well as get them out of their rooms and actually be a cool person in person, you know, taking action, talking to girls. You guys recommend that for you guys in Toronto?
100%.
Yeah, of course.
We are in a fucking crisis, a pandemic with this single mother and shit. But it is a proven fact that single mother households produce the worst product.
Facts.
It's
That's
a
100% fact, yeah.
If you take two parent households, single father household, single mother household, statistically based on facts, the household with the woman heading it by herself produces the worst product. And for our people, for black people, for African American people, those single mother households are the reason why prisons are filled with a good majority of our
You are 100%
people,
right.
So these are facts. You sit this on the table. Here go the fact. And then you say, so y'all need to start valuing men being involved in the lives of your children. I can't make you be with your baby daddy, or we can't say that somebody has to stay with somebody, because we know that children are being born out of situations where the two people aren't healthy together.
Yeah.
But you having access to a man and a woman during your upbringing needs to be brought back.
Can I get an amen on that? Amen. Oh, glory.
Whatever you do, don't rub them together, because you could catch on fire. Okay. Plus with plus,
So
negative with
black,
negative.
Is the black the dark wire?
You gotta be shitting me, Joker.
Baby, I don't know. Plus with plus, negative with negative.
I don't know how to do this.
Plus with plus, negative with negative.
This is negative, right?
I don't know.
Mine's written on there. Yours is not.
You said
that
mine
is
was
a plus. This one's plus.
So this has to be negative.
Okay.
Don't get sassy with me, B.
I'm not getting sassy at all.
My
so
nipples are cold.
Then this goes here.
Oh
what does an engine block mean?
I don't know, B.
Oh my god.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. You just sparked my...
You just told me. How did
I did not tell
you?
you.
Know why? Because these are together. I don't know what I just did. I don't want to do this. I'll just call somebody.
You want me to call a man with a van?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, that smells bad. I don't want to start my car now. Try it again.
It seems like a lot of people out there just don't want to have to figure out a problem or just figure out how to get it done. It's pretty confusing how people can't figure out how to change the tire because it's like, elevate the car and then there's 5 lugs. They can't figure that shit out. Man, it boggles my mind. It's like they couldn't figure out how to get out of a paper bag if it was open on both ends. Swear to God.
I'm a midget, but midgets still need love. I'm not getting taller and that'll never change. I'm a midget and midgets need love.
You're just not tall enough. You're just not tall enough. You're just not tall enough. You just not tall enough. Honey got little bitty toes. She wear the same size as my 2-year-old. And not to mention those baby hang-yams. At the movies can't send her to the concession stand. And not to mention that hey yeah, goddamn that shit is big. It be scaring away little kids.
They shouldn't be staring at little people anyway.
And we can never be a team. I mean, look at you and look at me. I'm like 6'1", you're like 2'5", but when we're laying down, we the same size.
I forgot this ground beef in the back of my refrigerator for, I want to say 2 weeks. And my husband hates when I waste food, and I don't want to disappoint the guys. So I thought I would make his cheating ass smash burgers. He loves smashing things. I hear him talking about it on the phone all the time. He smashes anything with a hole. So yeah, I think that he deserves every bite of this delicious smash burger.
Nothing more creative than a woman scorned.
Went to a singles mixer, and only women showed up. Attempted going to a singles mixer in downtown Phoenix. The ratio of men to women was way out. We left after maybe 40 minutes, but hey, we tried.
Okay, I'm confused. What happened to strong, independent women don't need no man? What happened to women not wanting to date men anymore? What happened to lonely, single, and desperate men would do anything to get a woman? For some reason, the math is not mathing. Because from what I'm hearing about singles events, it's flooded with women. Women are looking for relationships. Women are looking for relationships despite whatever they're saying online, that they prefer to be alone without men. See, women are not being truthful. They come online and they say they don't need a man. They don't want to be in a relationship. They don't want to settle. But then when you see a singles event, it's primarily all women. Where are the men? Yeah, we know where the men are because they don't want to deal with it anymore. You see, there's a big difference. When women say they don't want something, they actually want it. When a man says he doesn't want something, he means it.
How much a guy gotta make to be with you?
2 mil.
Huh?
2 mil.
2 mil?
A month.
Bitch! A month?
A month.
And what you bring to the table?
Good coochie. And I cook sometimes.
Yep, delusion like you never seen it before on every street corner in America. What the fuck did they do to him?
Hey, did you fall from heaven?
Yeah.
Because your face is all fucked up.
Do you think she's wifey material by showing her boobs out? Who? Wifey material by showing her boobs? I mean, she's pretty fine. You know, I don't know about wifey material by showing her boobs.
Wifey material doesn't define what you're wearing. It's the type of person that you are.
Nah, true shit. Okay, I agree. But let's say if I was your boyfriend, I wouldn't like you to be wearing this shit.
But you're not gay, you're not. She's my girlfriend.
Nah, I'm not. That's why I don't give a fuck.
And I want my girlfriend to wear this. I think my girlfriend looks hot. I want my girl to
good.
But answer this.
I agree.
What is a guy gonna think when he sees this?
She a little slut?
I want my girl to go out and everybody be like, oh, she's
Just
hot.
thinking as a guy.
Excuse me?
That's
So you're
the
calling
kind
me
of
a slut?
That's the way guys think.
So
bro.
yes or no, are you calling me a slut?
I am.
Wow.
That's the way guys think.
The fuck? My girlfriend
Yeah, they don't know the way guys
basically
think.
you're small. So basically you're small.
So what if I'm small?
Man, women, you can't win, right? Because they go dressed out. She says she gets dressed up to look hot, and she wants her girl to look hot. But, you know, that's pretty much, it does mean you're looking like a slut. You're looking like a hoe, pretty much. You're looking sexual. But, you know, just that little terminology, they don't get it, right? But, yeah, of course, when guys see you in a sexual way, they're trying to hit it. Duh. It's like, what's wrong with these people?
Sent her in to get blinker fluid and a floor mat alignment.
Well, she looks pissed.
I cannot believe you just sent me in there for that. Really? Really? Floor mat alignment? Like,
Gotcha, bitch! How far would you drive for a sneaky link?
I think they would have to call me a car or scoop me.
They would have to come to you.
Yeah, they would have to come to me or call me a car.
Okay,
for
you
sure.
wouldn't go to them, no matter what.
Definitely not. Isn't worth it. Is everywhere.
Aw, poor thing. If you give it to them good, I guarantee you they pulling up.
A lot of men actually love single moms. I was a single mom, right? And I know a lot of you guys have so many limiting beliefs that men don't want single moms. All the men that were interested in me, none of them had kids. Some of them had never been married, and they were all ready to be in a relationship with me and take responsibility of my son. I got no child support, none of that. They were willing to do that. Why? Because when you can show them that you are so ready to accept a man's providing, that you're going to be so grateful for it, that you're going to find so much pleasure in his providing, and he gets to be a part of this world that you have already built, and you want to share this experience with him, that's why men want to be a part of single mom's life.
Not.
Pav, she said she doesn't eat at Cheesecake Factory, so I took her to a 5-star restaurant, and she did this emoji exploding head.
Didn't your mama teach you manners?
Sorry, I was a little hungry.
I was so embarrassed and disgusted emoji face vomiting.
You gonna finish that?
The disrespect is real around here.
Who's this guy to you?
Someone I just make out with.
Someone you just make out with? Prove it.
I've known him since high school.
See, like middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah. Oh, after the cigarette is insane. Okay, so let's be honest. You've hit. What? You've hit. Y'all just make out?
My twin brother is best friends with him.
Well, this is awkward.
Damn, that's crazy. He's like making out with the hot twin brother. Yikes. All right, y'all. Let's see what I got for you today. You know, an idea that gets thrown around a lot that I see is that when you work an 8-hour day, that you should have everything you ever needed in the world. And on top of that, you should be able to take care of your whole family and all the rest. And, well, at the end of the day, the truth is the 8-hour day is mainly for survival. And then there's obviously exceptions to the rule, like if you specialize in something. So, you know, if you're an orthodontist or, you know, you're a lawyer, then yeah, you can work the 8-hour day and more than sustain your whole life and then some. But when we talk about, you know, in San Diego, they got fast food workers are trying to bump them up to $20 an hour because they think that that's a more livable wage. Well, the issue with that is when you start paying minimum wage workers $20, then everyone else along the line wants more money. For instance, I own a sandblasting company, so now guess what? Sandblasters want $30 an hour because they can go work at McDonald's for $20. But previously, $20 an hour was enough, and Well, the shit rolls downhill because now I have to raise my prices in order to afford the labor. There's nothing I can do. So yeah, they get paid more, but now everything they buy costs more. So, you know, and it's all revolving around this idea that after an 8-hour day, everyone should be able to sustain their lives. Some of these people are having 5 kids. It's like you have 5 kids, you think 1 8-hour day at McDonald's is supposed to cover the whole fucking thing? It's really a joke, and it's really a big-ass misconception. You know, the truth is that if you're working an 8-hour day at McDonald's because you just got out of prison or you're out of high school, then it makes sense. And then you're going to invest your time after work into creating a skill that pays you more money. Like being a plumber or being a lawyer or being anything besides a fast food worker, right? And of course you have to start there because you screwed up or because you're at the bottom of the totem pole. You have 0 experiences and stuff like that. But it's not supposed to go for the rest of your life till you're a 40-year-old adult, like you're trying to retire on it and raise a whole family on it. It's not designed for that. And people really need to realize it's not designed for that because, you know, every day a lot of people are going around saying everyone deserves a living wage and blah, blah, blah for next to no effort, for next to no investment. It's like, it's not the way it works. It hasn't worked that way at all. The bigger people get that, but the smaller minds want to keep complaining and acting like it's everyone else's fault that they're not applying themselves as they should. All right, y'all. I appreciate you listening in. If you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job you can't stand and you could barely afford it, it's because, you know, that's supposed to be the motivation. Those feelings are supposed to be the motivation for you to create your own thing that pays you above and beyond this minimal employment, paycheck. And guys, I just want to add, you know, I own 3 businesses. There's not a day in my life I worked an 8-hour day. I probably worked more than 8 hours on Thanksgiving. It's like, it becomes a natural part of your life because every hobby I have, everything that I'm involved in makes me money. So when I wake up in the morning, first thing I'm doing, I'm looking at animals. I'm making sure everything's okay. I'm doing, you know, shipping stuff. I'm finalizing invoices. Then I might show up at the yard, you know, work over there, sandblast, help these guys out. When I come home, I'm finalizing more sales. I'm doing even more shit. You know, I'm working at dinner, but I don't find it to be work. I find it to be part of my life. I don't really care. So at the end of the day, when you think that, you know, when I'm talking about an 8-hour day is unrealistic, I'm telling you that I make a shit ton of money and there's not a day in my life I worked less than 8 hours, even on the weekend. So it's got to get used to it, make it part of your life, make it a habit and behavior, and make it fun. And it's all good. The more you win, the more money you make, the more you get addicted to it. You don't want to stop doing it. It's like, if I stop doing it, I'm not going to make money. And these big checks are a good ass time. It's like a natural high. All right, y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we going to see you on the next one.